Hey everybody, it's MarVeena and I wanted to welcome you to my Angel Q&A. In today's video, I have some ghost busting techniques that can help you to get rid of unwanted visitors or even negative thought forms or lower level energies. So if you suspect that you may have a ghost in your house, it's not going to be a comfortable place to live. Often your children won't be able to sleep very well at night. They may wet the bed. They may not want to be in their bedrooms by themselves. You may have a hard time going to sleep at night as well, or you may feel very reluctant to go into different places, different rooms in your house. Sometimes during the day, with the quality of natural light, a room or a hallway won't seem as intimidating, but after dark, often that's whenever the entities and energies, they come out to really make their presence known. You might hear banging in the kitchen or what sounds like steps running across the floor, maybe in the attic. You might also hear like your cupboard doors might be slamming against one another. You could even hear children talking or people whispering or animals barking when you don't have any animals in your house or around you. You may smell some things that smell horrible, and often you will just feel like very low energy in different areas of your house if that is where a negative entity has taken up house. So negative entities thrive on stealing our life force energy and creating chaos. That is how they are able to pull energy into themselves, because they are not connected to the God stream of unlimited life force energy like we are, because we are an aspect of the divine mind and we are always connected to creation through our highest self or our higher self. So we always have that thread of energy that goes back to the source of life, the source of internal creation, and we can pull down life force energy to sustain us, to help us to create, to help us to manifest what we need, want, and desire while we're here in a physical body. But negative entities are disconnected from this source of energy supply. So where do they get it? They get it by creating havoc and by creating negative energy, by making people angry or mad or depressed or sad or even suicidal. So there's all sorts of levels of negative entities. They can be just as simple as an ugly thought form. Say your neighbor got mad because your dog got into their yard, and now your neighbor is, every time they think about you, they're like, oh, those people are so irresponsible and they just let their dog run wild. Well, that energy can actually create havoc in your own house if they have enough emotion behind their thoughts and they run those thoughts often enough, then it can actually create some turbulence in your own house. There's all sorts of ways that our house can be negatively impacted. And there's all sorts of ways that we can take measures to clear out ghosts or to clear out negative thought forms or ugly energy. And our own angels are excellent sources of help. One reason is that our angels know everybody else's angels, and they are also completely interconnected into the higher angelic realms with the archangels and the other teaching angels. So if there is something that is out of their area of expertise, they have a direct hotline that they can gather a little bit of inspiration and ideas and encouragement that they can help you to do what needs to be done to clear out the template of your house. If our houses are not clear energetically, then they just are not in a position to serve us and to nurture us and support us and help us to kind of rejuvenate our energy and be as creative and manifest to the level that we are created to be able to handle. So if you are having a hard time manifesting, you're not happy in with your ability to create, to prosper, your relationships might be cattywampus or terrible, you're having a hard time getting a good mindset going towards your life and your soul dreams, or you're not healthy, you're having a difficult time staying healthy. And that's a big theme because truly our health is our wealth. But our mindset can help us to turn all of this around. And your angels can help you to see where the tweaks need to be made in your mindset. And that filters throughout your house and your ability to clear out the negative energies in your house. There are so many different ways that an entity might be brought into your home. It could be as simple as buying an antique piece of furniture, and there was somebody who died that was very fond of that antique that you brought home, and they are not happy with you having their furniture. And so they could create havoc in your house just because you bought an old antique. So in that circumstance, what I would do is, because in this video, we're going over how you can weave in elements of an earthy nature to clear your house. So I would use a lot of crystals or minerals. Salt is a fabulous cleansing agent because salt is little teeny crystals. So you could take some sea salt. I like to use this pink Himalayan sea salt, and you can just sprinkle that around your whole house, but especially around the antique. And if you wanted to, you could mix that salt up into like a little dish of water, and then that would call in the element of water along with the element of earth to act as a cleansing agent to clear the negativity off of that that antique or whatever it is. You can also use your mixture to walk around your house and either sprinkle the salt while it's dry into the corners of your house and all along the perimeter of your entire home, under your bed especially, and anywhere that you feel is a particularly kind of a charged energy or a charged atmosphere. One of the simplest things that you can do that quite often will dislodge a negative entity is to do a simple prayer request. And what you can do with regards to, say, bringing home an antique piece of furniture is take some of the elements of earth, like some sage and some cedar, maybe a little bit of lavender or sweetgrass, and you can burn that and create a smoke and then drift that over your antique furniture. And as you're doing this, smoking it or smudging it is how we would say, then you can just do a prayer that any negative entities or energies that might be connected to this furniture, that they return to their proper places of correct expression, and just trust that this piece of furniture is now loved and has a place of honor in your own house. and ask your angels to escort any of those earthbound spirits or negative entities out to the astral realm that is most appropriate for them. There are times where you have to be a little bit more aggressive with, say, a banishing, and it's not as simple as just directing the attention of an earthbound spirit and say, hey, you know, you're no longer in a physical body. It's time for you to complete your transition and to go into the light. Call your own angels, and you can just simply instruct them in this. Say, hey, call your angels. They can help you to move into the light and to follow through and complete your transition. And then you will have more opportunities to live, to be more joyful and creative. So there are times where that approach works like a charm. And then there are other times where you may need to be a little bit more aggressive and do more ceremony to gather like an angelic kind of a cleanup crew and an escort to kind of move them on out of that space. And you may need to call a professional to help you. But a lot of times, if you ask your angels and you meditate on what information you get, you will get enough ideas that you can handle this yourself. If your child is having a hard time going to sleep at night, one of the most excellent cures that I know of is to create a mandala in their bedroom and to bring in earthy elements like maybe some feathers, or tie some crystals or minerals or stones or protective charms into that mandala, and just hang it over their bed. And every night before they go to bed, just you can help them to create a way that they can be a little bit more at peace with being alone, with going to sleep at night by themselves, even though they're scared. And you can just say, hey, you know, every night when you get into bed, just know that you have this lucky charm here, and you can, you know, tap on it 3 times, and that activates the luck. And then just ask your angels to set some strong shields of protection around you while you sleep, and then you'll be able to sleep in peace. So the power of suggestion is so important. It's a part of our self-mastery. But you know, learning to face our fears is a part of our self-mastery as well. And learning to kind of discern what's going on in your house and the template of your house and what steps you need to take. If you can educate yourself and take simple steps yourself, then that's more empowering to you. And it is an opportunity for you to step up into your power and to learn through the sacred laws and natural laws by how we put ourselves out in the world and seeing how it comes back. So if the energy shifts and changes and it feels less charged, and that is another place where we have to discern, does it feel different in here? Do I feel more at peace? Am I able to breathe easier? So when you can answer yes to those questions, then that means that you have made a step forward. There are so many ways that entities can find their way into our house, like through our cell phones, through microwaves, through cables, people coming and going and bringing their stuff. And like I said before, even going to the library and checking out a book, dragging that book home, putting it in our bed and reading it before we go to sleep. if that book has been exposed to evil or to negative entities, or even if it contains a lot of evil within the book, like maybe the story or whatever is spoken of in that book, sometimes that can create a portal for ugly spirits to be able to have like direct access into your bedroom, into your life. Um, this is a subject that can go on and on and on forever, but the important thing with regards to using the element of earth is just creating a connection with the different, maybe the crystals and minerals that you want to set up in your house as a protector. So this is one of the crystals that I use for my bedroom, and this is a rosy quartz, and it's a pretty good size piece of quartz. And so one of the ways that you can create a connection with your rosy quartz is to hold it up to your heart and just imagine putting your love into that rosy quartz, and then asking for cooperation with the rosy quartz to spread love and protection around your entire bedroom while you sleep at night. Using your intention, it's using your connection to the mineral kingdom. You could use a quartz crystals, clear quartz. There are so many different minerals and stones that would be very helpful in clearing and protecting the energy in your house. The turquoise and silver, they are really good protectors as well. So you can set turquoise around your bed. But one of the most simple things is just clear quartz crystals. And I like to put them at each of the major cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, and then do the non-cardinals as well. So you can just like set one of these in each of those directions around your house, inside or outside. And every time you put down a stone or you place it wherever you do, just bring it up to your heart, create the intention of safety and protection and well-being for you and for everyone who lives and comes within your house, and then just place it either in the earth or around your house. And from time to time, you may need to go to each one of your crystals and maybe clear that crystal. And you can clear it by putting it in a dish of like sea salt, or just plain table salt would be good too. You can also just set it like in the sunlight is a good way to clear the energy, or even a moon bath would be a great way to clear the energy. And you can also run it under cold water as a way to clear out all of the accumulated energy. So those are all good ways that you can protect the template of your house and to refresh the energy. I feel like it's so important that we take the energy of the house like very seriously. And anytime that it feels stagnant or we feel like we have unwanted visitors, that we just take some steps to kind of boot them out, whether it's an entity or just a ugly thought form, and to rejuvenate the dynamic energy of the house so that it feels fresh. Another good tip is to just clean your house. So a house that is messy and chaotic and dirty is a good habitat for entities or lower level thought forms, or even higher level negative entities like lesser demons or full demons. So clean your house, get it nice and tidy and neat, And anytime that the energy gets chaotic, and it happens all the time, just with living our regular day-to-day lives, the um, things kind of come undone, like the kitchen, it gets dirty and messy, and you get dishes are here and there. So anytime that tin plate gets chaotic, then it sort of weakens the overall vibration of the house, and that weakening kind of acts as a little bit of a window or a doorway so ugly spirits can get their foot in. And then just us coming and going and dealing with the stress of day-to-day life, that can also open a window for ugly stuff to get in. uh, there are some places that are particularly hotspots for ugly entities to kind of troll for people that their energy field is weak. So one of them is like a shopping center or malls. Those are notorious places. Others are hospitals, funeral parlors, funeral homes, graveyards. So if you go visit those places, when you're coming home, ask your angels to clear your energy of any negative thought forms or ugly entities or ugly spirits, and to redo your shields, your natural shields of protection, so that you're not dragging home cooties into your living space. Our houses are more easily infiltrated than we are, just because of all the systems that come and go that are hooked into outside templates. And they can, ugly spirits can just ride those pathways. I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen it done. I've been doing this work a long time, and I know that it happens. So it is up to us, and it's a part of our self-mastery in learning how to take care of our own business. And I know there are certain times where we kind of get in over our head. That's whenever you want to call a professional, a medium or Reiki master, or someone that understands energy and how to move energy, how to transform that, and help to clear out your space, either your personal energy field or your house. Because if our house isn't happy, nobody's happy. We cannot thrive physically or mentally or emotionally or spiritually on any level if the energy in our house has been messed with and the template's not clear and high vibrational, especially if you are sick and you're having a hard time getting your health back together. Then you want to really do a once over on your house. And there's times where we think, okay, I've got this, I figured it out. But if we don't feel completely confident, like if there's still a little bit of like a thread, like there's a little something else that I need to follow up on, then there might be just an area that's still weakened that we need to kind of dial in on that place in your house. Like maybe get under the bed and clear out all of the stuff under the bed. And sometimes we have to throw away stuff or give away stuff or sell things that are taking up space in our home, and they are blocking the life force energy from being able to flow smoothly throughout our house, and it's wreaking havoc on our health, especially your bed. Our bedrooms are so important, and if that room is not set up good, then it is like a weak spot in our house, and our health eventually will reflect that, and it makes it easier for entities to take advantage of us And that is never a good thing. So if you feel like your own house is might have some ugly spirits in it, I would just ask your angels to sit with you and meditate with them and ask them to help direct you into what types of things might be necessary to shift the energy of the house. Can we call on the crystal, the mineral world? Do we need to investigate some other ways of transforming the energy? So I have more videos on this subject that you can check out in the notes below, and I'll have the links there. And if you have questions, just you can leave a comment or send me an email would be the fastest way to get my attention. But I look forward to hearing from you really soon. I also have some more I have a free ebook that can help you to connect to your own angels if you feel a little bit out of sorts about how to go about doing that. It's called my Angel Connection ebook. It is free. I'll put the link in the description below. Thanks a lot. I'm MarVeena. Bye-bye.